UltraScan USA offers ultrasound diagnostics that can scan for cancer, stroke, heart attack, cyst, and artery blockage. And here to tell us more is the founder of UltraScan USA, Steve Ostorga. Steve, good morning. How you doing?
Good, thank you.
Good. So before we come onto this equipment, what's your background in the healthcare system, and how do you even get into this?
So the GI Bill afforded me the opportunity to go to respiratory therapy school, and then later I transitioned to ultrasound.
Okay, that's a nice brief synopsis. I like that. So tell us about the UltraScan system and how this operates, and how it can enhance and assist a patient.
So ultrasound is a non-invasive aspect of diagnostic study that allows us to look within the patient and identify abnormalities that the doctors at times cannot find themselves. So it's my job to look for pathology and abnormalities, blockages, that sort of thing, and develop a report to give to the doctor so that they can follow up on their medical treatment.
So this is something that can work in assistance to, or on a different level to other kind of ways of diagnosing people, and kind of assist in some other aspects that people might have missed in other areas of diagnosis as well.
Yeah, that's correct. Just incidentally, we have about 40 or 50 physicians that actually utilize our service for their own health evaluation. So that kind of tells you a little bit about what it is that we can offer above the service that a lot of physicians are not able to offer. Of course, insurance companies are kind of regulate what the doctors can and can't do. So we're direct to the public. We can offer this service at our facility, in-home, or during health fairs. So,
oh wow! So obviously the equipment is mobile enough for you to take it to other people's, their private address. So if they aren't able to leave the home for whatever reason, or other things that come in the way. So how does the machinery work? Because clearly it's advanced and it's very powerful.
So yeah, much like sonar or bat radar, or it's sound waves. It's nothing more than sound waves. So the sound waves bounce sound off of different aspects of tissue density and returns that sound back to the transducer that I have on her neck here. And what we're doing is looking at her carotid arteries, as you can see, looking for any signs of blockage. And then it develops an image that I'm able to see here safely without radiation. So it's a very safe procedure. It doesn't hurt.
And something that you and I were talking about prior to going on camera and shooting this, you've made people aware of some conditions that they may not even realize they have. You were recently in Arizona.
That's right. Yeah, we had a health fair that we did in Prescott, Arizona, and we were able to find 4 women that had breast masses that were unknown to them. So that's really what we're doing. We're proactive in healthcare, where traditionally healthcare is reactive. We have to wait until you have a stroke or a heart attack, or we develop pancreatic issues, bladder cancers, all of these sort of things. We're able to detect that. The doctors can't do a thing about that until you have a sign or symptom. So here we find things before they become a problem and potentially save lives.
So you're almost like an additional diagnostic layer of help and assistance for a potential patient.
Absolutely. Yeah, we provide services that the doctors just simply don't have the luxury to do. So we help the doctors help the patient, so with our reporting. So yeah, they really appreciate what we do. I've been doing this 20 years. We want to make a bigger impact in Las Vegas, and we encourage everybody to consider at least giving us a try, and hopefully we have an opportunity to really affect their health. So
with any level of healthcare, patients and potential customers have a litany of questions that come up, especially with something like this that they may not be aware of or be able to utilize. People see an ultrasound, they think pregnancy, they think babies.
Yeah.
So what are some common questions or concerns that people throw your way with regards to what you guys do?
Accuracy for one. How accurate are we? How skilled are we at doing what we do? As far as what we can see, can we see the lungs? Can we see the stomach? Can we see the intestines? Those are the 3 questions that I get. The one thing about ultrasound is it doesn't work in air environments. So solid lesions such as the kidneys, the heart, that sort of thing, the carotid arteries, the thyroid, that we can see. So there's a difference in there's an aspect of ultrasound that we can achieve, but ultrasound is very effective. Ultrasound also is, as you can see, we have a live video of what we're doing, live image of what we're doing, versus X-ray, MRI, CT scan. Those are a one-time shot. We can actually see blood flow as it's occurring.
As it's occurring,
Yes,
and
so
instantaneously
very
as well.
effective in identifying abnormalities.
Well, that's great. One thing that you kind of brushed over very, very quickly, I think people would love to hear, is that you're a veteran-owned business as well.
That's right. Served in the U.S. Army for 5.5 years,
Yeah.
and my partner also in the Marine Corps for 8 years.
Well, thank you for your service.
Yes,
where
honored to
can
serve.
our viewers go to learn more information about you guys?
So, UltraScanUSA.com.
Cool.
And-
That's great. Steve, thank you so much for your time. To learn more about the company, be sure to visit UltraScanUSA.com.